Good morning, guys. It is Saturday, October 25th. We're starting our day. We're starting it a little late, as a matter of fact. I think it is, well, we did get up early, but we just was moving slow this morning. It's 10:40. I did get up about 7:45-ish and got up, fixed my mom some coffee. Baby, did his thing, showered and was shaved. Shaved, showered. Is that what they say? And yeah, got up, did my shower and all that stuff. So we are getting ready to go run our errands per usual. But the first things first, fill in my car for gas for the week, just to get that over with, because our baby doesn't like me to stop to pump my own gas. Thank God for that. But there have been times where I completely forget and I do have to do it. But I remember today. So we're getting gas. Baby's putting gas in his car. And then we're going to go vote. Okay. So I know by the time you see this, let's see. This is Saturday. I'm going to try to have it edited and posted by Wednesday. So definitely in time for you to, if you didn't take advantage of early voting, definitely go vote November the 4th. I'm not here to tell you who to vote for. I'm not here to tell you what propositions to say yes or no to. I'm just here to say to exercise your right to vote. You can take your little cheat sheet, which I have a copy for me and Babe. I printed 2 out. Just so I don't have to necessarily think about it too hard. You can use your cheat sheet. You can't use your phone, but you can use your cheat sheet. So definitely exercise your right to vote. After that, we're going to run to Tom Thumb to pick up Mom's muffins that she likes to eat for breakfast sometimes in the morning. And then we're going to go to Walmart, pick up what we're going to cook for the week. I'm thinking, I saw a recipe on Facebook. I'm definitely going to tag her below because I definitely want to give her the credit for the recipe. But it is it's an easy way to do lasagna. So I'm definitely going to try it. I've had lasagna, but I never had it this way. So I'm definitely going to try it. So I'll probably pick you guys back up after we finish voting. And yeah, and then we'll head on to the stores and do whatever. And then I'm going to go back home. Baby's going to help me out a little bit. He's going to start the loads of wash. I'm going to probably go ahead and start cooking. And, just do the normal things that we need to get done. All right? Don't know if you can see Babe over there getting gas. I'll leave my ID out since I need that anyway. Get out folks, but I don't like to be in people's way.
Pops didn't put no $5 in the motherfucker.
Seatbelt, babe. Okay. So what are you doing? Okay. So we get gas at Costco, and it is always packed at Costco between the gas and people going in the store. So yeah. Say good morning to the vlog, darling. Can't see you. I don't know if they can see you. It is a gloomy Saturday for sure, y'all. I think it's a 85% chance of rain today. Rained real hard last night. But it's a 85% chance of rain today. So messed up my weekend again of me trying to have my yard sale. So another busted weekend for the yard sale. But I guess we'll eventually get it done. If not, then I'll just completely wait till next spring and do it. I think the weekend I had the chance to do it was a perfect weekend, but Babe had something to do. What did you have to do?
Went to the track.
You went to the track, Hood picnic, some of the racetrack, so didn't get to do it then. And then another weekend, we had a pretty good weekend, but I think you had something at your job. You had something you had to do at work.
That safety thing.
Safety thing, yeah. So we didn't get to do it then. So I don't know. Well, like I said, we into the fall weather now, so you know it could be raining, cold. So if I don't get another good weekend, I'll just wait till next year and get it done. So next spring or summer, and have probably be better anyway. Yeah, yep. So. So how bad is Kiana's windshield that she's got to get she can't get her inspection sticker?
That's what they told her.
I know, I'm at, you said that to me, so I don't know.
I don't know if they're passing or not. I told her that engine light ain't on, don't worry about that. But if they say something about the windshield, she got to get a windshield. I'll send her over on 310, and that's going to probably be $175 or some shit like that. So
she ain't paying her rent. She need to go and get it done instead of driving around without her tag, especially with everything going on. This just ain't the time to be riding dirty. Go on and get that done. You need to tell her that you ain't paying your rent. You need to go at least see if they'll do it, because they won't. If they say something about you need to remind her, because see, Kiana be on that BS. And it's always an excuse. Tell her to get her butt up and go see if they'll tell them, hey, will you check my what's the name? I mean, can I get my inspection done with my windshield like that? If they'll say yes or no. If yeah, you get it done and get your tags. Made it to the library. I said when it's early voting, you can vote anywhere. You don't have to vote at your location. So make sure you have your ID, government issued ID, and your cheat sheet like I showed you. Exercise your right to vote. I'm not here to tell you how to vote. I'm just saying exercise your right to vote. You cannot just wait to vote for the presidency, okay? The presidential elections. You need to vote in every election, because a lot of those smaller elections also have effect when we do get to stuff like that. People in Congress, people in your mayor, your councilman, all of that. So you need to vote anytime there's an election. You need to vote. Every election matters. If you have a home, it matters. If you have a vehicle, it matters. We're talking about your taxes, okay? So the propositions, you need to go and vote yay or nay. Like I said, not here to tell you how, but you need to vote, all right? So let me and Babe go do our thing, and we will be back, because I can't take the camera, of course. So we'll be back. All right, guys, Babe and I just finished voting. As you can see, it's real quick. If you take your cheat sheet, whichever way you're going, it's quick. You in and out in 5 minutes, especially when you come early. You're in and out. Babe and I walked right in. There was no line. We did, you do your sign and all that. You pull out your sheet, because they make you power off your phone. That's why you need your cheat sheet. And you go in and you vote and you're done. It's over with. So please, 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 if you don't want to do early voting, definitely get out November the 4th. This is no time to stay at home. No election. There is no time to stay at home. All right, I'll see you guys when we get to the grocery store. I forgot to ask you. But they gonna do their little thing. I know that's now that all the cheering are gone. You still gonna do it. She don't want the other brands. I'm just gonna get her 2 banana nuts. All right, that's it. Yeah.
Breaks. Maybe you saw something you like. You want.
I saw them cookies, but then I didn't get them. Did not get them.
What kind of dish you gonna make?
It's a lasagna dish.
Lasagna?
Yeah.
Oh, she wanted those, what's the names too? Those little mints.
I thought we were gonna get that at Walmart. Now I'm saying here, how do you do it when you don't have your card? And the lady say, put your phone number in.
Yeah.
Touch the item to purchase. To process your pay, please try again or press. Please wait. System processing.
Hold on.
Follow the instructions on the pin pad. Please remember to take your receipt. Thank you. Well, if you have your truck card, please scan it now. Scan items one at a time, placing them in the bagging area after each scan. For items without barcodes,
Last one in there.
Get some more detergent. Hold on, because we need to go.
Get her 2. They roll back $6.97.
What's up?
Huh?
Good seeing y'all. God bless y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you. Y'all come on. Y'all come on.
All right, y'all. We are back from running a few errands. Of course, you did see we were at Walmart. I'm going to try this recipe that I saw on Facebook, and I'm going to tag her below. But yeah, it's supposed to be a quick and easy way to do ravioli. So I got my, of course, the ground beef. I don't want to cut up no onions and bell peppers, and I don't have any, like, she has some type of seasoning that was like onions, bell pepper, and garlic. So of course I'm just going to use the 3-pepper onion blend, and then of course I do have some garlic. Got my marinara sauce, and then instead of the lasagna, we're going to use the cheese ravioli, and this is pasta filled with ricotta, mozzarella, and Italian style blend of cheeses. Okay. What else? Oh, and then I got my cheeses, of course, for the that. And then I got some sweet corn on the cob to go with it. We already have salad in there, and I've got the bread for the toast. Then that's one meal. The other meal, of course, baby, is going to make him and my mom's that soup that I always show you, that chicken soup, stew, whatever you want to call it, their concoction. He's going to make that and some cornbread. He's also going to do some, what do they call? Neck bones. I believe they're neck bones, some fresh greens, and I'm not for sure what else. And of course, some more of that motherfucking cornbread, he calls it. So that's 3 meals that we're going to make. I don't know if I'm going to do mine today. I know he's going to go ahead and put the neck bones on because he did take them out. So he's going to go ahead and make the neck bones for sure today because he had them already thawing out.
Oxtails.
Why do I keep saying neck bones? Oxtails. Oxtails. Y'all can tell I don't eat that, right? So oxtails. So oxtails and some greens and stuff. So he's going to go ahead and put the oxtails on because he did take them out, or he had me to take them out yesterday to thaw. So, and then my mom wanted something different for breakfast. Instead of sausage patties, she wanted to get some more of the little smoky, Eckrich smoky breakfast sausage. And then the usual stuff that we normally get, of course, any canned goods that we need for the stew, the chicken broth, you know, just some other stuff, soap, lotion. My mom's muffins she liked. We got those, some more tea, soda, just other little stuff that we always get, okay? But, yeah, so we pretty much putting stuff up. He had a nail in his tire on his truck, so we already dropped that off at Discount Tire. So they're going to text him when it's ready. So it'll be about 3 something, so we got to go back up and get that. We're going to probably go ahead and start washing so we can get washing done. I don't know if I'm going to clean my bathrooms today. I'm being lazy, or if I'm going to just get up in the morning and do it. I don't know. But either way, it's got to be done. I just don't know if I want to do it today or tomorrow. I'm really feeling lazy. And I think that's really it. I probably will come back and show you when I start cooking, because I don't know, like I said, I don't think I'm going to let him have the kitchen today to do the oxtails and his greens and stuff. So if I don't do it today, it'll definitely be tomorrow. I'll either get up early in the morning and go ahead and make my lasagna. And he'll probably do, like I said, the oxtails and the chicken stew. That way he can be done with the kitchen. And then tomorrow I'll get up, do my stuff, put it in the oven. Once that's done, I'll probably go ahead and clean up. If I don't go ahead and do it today. Just depends. But like I said, meal prepping, you a couple of meals, getting your laundry done, running errands, a lot of times it's just better to get it all done in one day. I'm just being lazy and don't want to clean up today. But then again, who knows, I might. If I do, I'll let you know. And washing and stuff. Sometimes just committing to one day so you can at least have one day to rest. I mean, we work 4 or 5 days. Some of you working 6 days, and I get it, and it's hard. But you just got to find a way to do something that's going to allow you to have more time to just relax. Okay, so with that being said, I'm going to probably pick you guys back up. If not today, probably tomorrow. I'm not for sure. It may be later on just so you can see the food that he finished, and then maybe tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. But like I said, we got to go back out to get the tire once it's ready. So there's that. All right, guys. So as you can see, baby has made some of that motherfucking cornbread. And he is through with their chicken stew. It smells so good. It's just not something I would eat. But I probably don't even know. I have never even tried it, to be honest. I'm just being silly. But it smells so delicious. It's probably without any beans in it. Maybe reminds you of chicken chili or something like that. Now, I was sitting up there debating if I wanted to go get something to eat. And then I decided, well, Sherry, why don't you just go ahead and make your lasagna and call it a day? So I think that's what I'm going to do. So at least that's out the way, because it looks like he's probably not going to do the oxtails and stuff until tomorrow, because he has to clean the greens and all that stuff. So I'm thinking, why don't I go ahead and make the lasagna, do the corn on the cob, and at least I'm out the way. So tomorrow, because it's not looking like I'm going to go ahead and do my cleaning. Laundry is pretty much almost done. I have my last load in the dryer, which is my whites. I'm going to fold and put them up. And I think I'm going to get out these clothes, get comfy. And I'm just going to probably chill out the rest of the night. So I feel like, and then just get up probably tomorrow and clean up the bathrooms and stuff like that. And yeah. And while he's in here doing what he do, and once he gets all that on, we'll probably play some more dominoes, because that seems to be our thing on Sundays. And I've been spanking that tail, y'all. I've been killing it on them dominoes. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my stuff out for to go ahead and do that. So I'm going to go ahead and preheat the oven for 350. Get my baking pan out, so it's already out. And go ahead and do the ground, because it should be really quick to put everything together. I just need to brown the ground beef. Drain it, and then add the vegetables in there, you know, let it get around in there and cook, and then put everything together and put it in the oven, and you know, that's it. Put the corn on and let it cook, and then I'll have something to eat a little later, instead of spending $14-15 or something to eat when I can just cook. Okay, so let me get started on that. And please forgive my grandbaby here. He's, yeah. Why are you messing with that?
He did this.
Cause what?
He did this.
No, you can't play with that. Can you leave my stuff alone?
Pull the mini.
No.
Pull the this.
I know, but I don't want you messing with my stuff. Can you not? Can you not? Huh? All right, so. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Huh? What's up? Well, why do you have my thing, huh? Give me that. That's Nana's. Give me that. Thank you. That goes in Nana camera, okay? Okay. No, that's Nana's. He's trying to mess with the thing that covers my lens. This is no. That's Nana's, okay? You got 100 toys. Go play with your toys, all right? Okay. All right. So I'm just gonna get a pot out for the corner cob. Go ahead. All right, y'all. So baby has made mama a little bowl of that stew. That's kind of what it's looking like. Hold it up a little bit. I can't really. Nice stew, some chicken, and she used chicken wings as usual with that cornbread. Good food for this particular weather. It's dreary, rainy, all of that outside. So I think it'd be perfect, you know. You want an alternative to what was the other one they make with the chicken and dumplings? That's something there that you can make. And I think I showed you everything we put in it in another video. So yeah. So right now I got my ground beef going, and pretty much once you cook your ground beef, according to the recipe, I don't have to go ahead and cook the ravioli because they're gonna cook in the oven, I suppose. So she basically just cooked the ground meat. You know, of course, add your salt, pepper, or whatever seasonings you use. I don't do salt because I'm a little heavy-handed. So usually I'll just do the garlic powder, pepper, and I'm gonna add the 3 pepper and onion blend with the meat. Get it all nice, and then so that the vegetables can cook. And then we're gonna add the marinara sauce, and then we'll start layering our pan, okay? It cooks, but I have to look at the recipe. But it looked good, so I am hungry. I guess I feel like I can't say I'm hungry because I don't know if I'm hungry. I feel like I want something because y'all know I had weight loss surgery, so the part that tells you that you're hungry, I don't have that. So when I say I'm hungry, it just means I want something. Like, yeah. I did eat some watermelon earlier, which probably isn't the best. I'm learning that supposedly spikes your blood sugar. So I've got to find an alternative. I'm just really liking watermelon right now. So I'm going to have to find something else that's not going to spike my blood sugar in the way of fruit. So just other things to snack on, especially, you know, when you're trying not to gain weight. I've been holding steady at 165. Every now and then I'll go on I'll go on a weight loss thing, not intentionally, but I'll notice that I'm not eating as much or not getting enough protein and stuff in, and probably not enough of anything, and I'll get down to like 158. So I kind of hover between 158 and 165. So I think as long as I stay in the 160s, I'll be happy. I just don't ever really want to get into the 170s. So we've been doing a walkathon at work. We do it every year. It was called something else last year. This year's called Walktober or something, and so I'm joining. So just trying to get my 6,000. Last year I committed to 10,000, which was really hard. This year I'm just trying to do 6,000 a day. So I'm really able to hit that. So much better.
Creeping around.
What's wrong with his leg though, he said?
I still don't have a good feeling in it. You gotta be easy with it.
Pretty good amount left. So just half a bag. Use this for something else. The ground meat back in. I put those in there and just kind of with some of the fat from the ground beef and just, you know, what they call it. You know what, every time I'm talking camera, I can't think. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You're not cooking them al dente. That's what it is. And I'm just adding a little bit of more of the onion powder. Like I said, I'm heavy-handed, so I don't really add any salt. My mama told me when I was learning how to make dressing, I was just too heavy-handed on the salt, so I messed up. I don't know how many pans of dressing when I was first trying to learn how to make dressing. So she said, you just do everything, all the other seasonings, and let people put their own salt on their food. So only time I put salt on anything is if I'm making some scrambled eggs, y'all. That's it. That's all. And I still had a nice little bit amount left, so we'll see how that turns out, and who knows, might be making it again. Rest of this cheese in the refrigerator, and then I still had some marinara sauce left, so I'm going to put all this stuff up, get my mess cleaned up. While that is cooking, it is 6:19, so we're going to come back, you know, at about 5 after 7, okay? Is that right? 6:20? Yeah, 5 after 7. That's Cameron's. Huh? That's Cameron's. That's Cameron.
Everyone got a new beanie Bananini with an insane 6.7 billion health. I didn't think it was possible to defeat it.
I was with that too. I'm gonna leave that alone this morning, alright?
All right, y'all. It's Sunday, October 26th. Baby over there cleaning them greens for him and Mama, because of course y'all already know I don't eat no greens. I know I should. Before you say anything, I should. But yeah, so he got the ham hock on for the
Oxtails on.
I thought you had to boil your
I know, but I'm cleaning my greens first.
Okay.
I need to be boiling them. I really do. Since you brought that up.
Yeah, so because that's supposed to be what's cooking to give the flavor. How you not?
No.
Okay, excuse me, y'all. Excuse me. I don't eat that, so I'm gonna let it be. But yeah, he's in here doing the third meal, which is the, what is it? Oxtails, greens, and what else you making with it? Oxtails, greens, and what?
Maybe some mac.
Some more mac. So yesterday he did the chicken stew, I guess that's what you call it, and I did the lasagna and corn on the cob. So just like that, we'll have 3 meals for the week, and you can kind of go back and forth with what you want. I also finished washing today. You know, I didn't finish everything, so I got up this morning, and don't have y'all turned around because yeah, the girl looking a little crazy. But but I did finish. I'm finishing up my washing. I got my rugs on, and then I got to finish washing towels. And I did clean up both my bathrooms and stuff. So unfortunately, I didn't do everything yesterday, but I did get some rest. My daughter asked me to watch the grandbabies, as you saw. So I kept them for a few hours, and she came back and got them instead of 7. Y'all know how these young folks are. They say 7, but you plan for an extra 30 minutes or an hour because she didn't come back and get them till 7:30, which was fine because after that, Babe went down to his cousin's spot. They did what they did down there, menfolk, kinfolk. I stayed home, watched stuff on YouTube, scrolled on the phone, but the point is I got some rest. I wasn't asleep, but I got some rest. I do feel like I nodded off and on a few times, but that's what I'm talking about, y'all. Get your housework done, your laundry done. Make you some meals so you don't have to come home through the week still having to do laundry, still having to clean up something, still having to figure out what y'all gonna eat for dinner. Even if you only cook one meal, that should get y'all through at least 2 days. Okay, and then throw some easy stuff in there. Taco Tuesday, chili dogs and chips and fries. Hamburger helper. There are a lot of easy meals, not necessarily always the healthiest, but if you're a working mom, working father with kids, you got to do what you got to do. You got to do what you got to do. And also the cost of food. Sometimes you can't afford to cook, you know, or purchase healthy, health conscious meals and all that. And I get it. Right now, we're in survival mode. We're in survival mode, and we're going to do what we got to do, okay? Because even the stuff that's supposed to be inexpensive is also expensive. Hot dogs ain't cheap either, especially depending on what you get. So, again, do what you got to do to get by. Make a casserole. Cook you a big meal. And in between there, do some simple stuff. Because Tacos Tuesday is easy. Once you make the ground beef, season it up, and just all the seasonings, you know, they can put their own seasonings on there. And you ain't got to always have sides unless you just want some refried beans and rice. But even that is easy. A can of beans is pretty decent. Refried beans. Make you a box of Spanish rice. There you go. Or, you know, so find you something easy, simple to make life easy. And when you do hamburger helper or anything like that, make a salad, make some corn on the cob. Make life as easy as you need to, okay? And hey, we're going to get through this. By God's grace and mercy, we're going to get through this administration, whether it's in 3 more years or whether it's sooner, okay? We just going to have to stay on bending knees praying, and hopefully a change is gonna come, okay? My daddy used to say all the time, you either in a storm, on your way out of a storm, or on your way into a storm. So right now, I feel like we're in a storm, and it's turbulent. But you know what? We're gonna stay prayed up, and we're gonna get through. Ain't that right, baby? We're gonna get through. So with that being said, I'm going to end this vlog and everything. And I hope you all have an amazing rest of your week. And until next time, Kammy loves you. Mwah!
But you had to put me out there looking crazy this morning. It's fucked up.
I don't want the simple life. It's the fine things I like.